Welcome to Thirsties Live. Today we are talking about switching to cloth diapers late in the game. So I am talking to the folks who have a toddler, baby that's just hit their first birthday maybe even 18 months. Is it too late to switch to cloth? And I bet you can guess what we're going to say. Obviously, our answer is going to be no, but on this Thirsties Live, I am going to tell you why we think that's true. So, first thing to consider with switching to cloth is what are you going to need? The benefit of switching to cloth later in the game is that actually older toddlers and older babies, they actually go through less diapers every day. So actually you can get by with a stash of 12 to 18 diapers when you're starting with an older kiddo. So that's one. Why? Because if you break it down by their daily diaper changes, kiddos that are about 12 to 24 months, they have on average 6 to 8 diaper changes every day. Okay? Whereas a 2-year-old and older, they're probably only going to need 4 to 6 diaper changes every day. So if you kind of go through all those numbers and you assume that you're going to be washing your diapers every other day, which is what we recommend because it does make it easier for you to clean your diapers. If you factor in all of those things, you're going to want a stash of, like I said, 12 to 18, okay? Just kind of depending on how old your kiddo is and how many diapers they go through every day. So, yes, exactly. Never too late. Cloth works anytime. Exactly. And yes, one of our live viewers, she's talking about needing some doublers. So, you are going to want also to invest in a cloth diaper that is going to have a lot of absorbency because older kiddos, especially the 2+, their bladders are starting to mature, so they are having less diapers, but when they go, they really go. So actually, I am going to recommend, if you are starting late in the game, I'm going to recommend you do a system that uses a diaper cover, which is a waterproof exterior with pre-folds. So this is a Thirsties Duo pre-fold. This is a size 2 Duo Hemp pre-fold, and I'm just going to fold it in to thirds like this, and then you just place that right inside your cover. So that's what I have here. This is a size 2 Duo wrap, and inside is a size 2 pre-fold. And this is going to be really absorbent for you, and this kind of stash is also less expensive to collect because if your baby just wets, you remove the pre-fold and you can actually reuse the cover. So for every one cover, you can get by with 2 to 3 pre-folds. So that's going to end up saving you money. And if you need extra absorbency on top of that, so like I said, older kiddos, they hold their urine longer, and then when they go, usually they release it all at once. We call that flooding the diaper. And so when they're doing that, you might want to have some kind of fast absorbency at the top of your diaper. So this is a Stay Dry Natural Duo insert, and the top layer of this insert is cotton. Okay, and that is going to absorb quickly for you. So these actually, let's say you did a Duo Hemp pre-fold and a Duo wrap. And let's say this is your daytime diaper. A great way to take this from day to night is just get an entire Stay Dry Natural Duo Insert because it's got the cotton on top that's going to absorb quickly and the hemp on the back, and you can just put that whole thing on top of your pre-fold. And that probably would be a pretty good nighttime diaper for you. So it's really easy to build a stash using duo wraps. So let me show you what this looks like here. I just layered everything together. See that? So, and then that goes on baby. And I will say another consideration for moving to cloth late in the game is actually potty training. So one of the nice things about cloth diapering, especially if you use a natural fiber like our hemp cotton blend, your little one is going to feel when they go. They're going to feel that wetness. Now, of course, if your kid has wetness sensitivity, put a Stay Dry layer on top. Their skin is more important than early potty training, right? Their comfort is more important than that. But if your kid doesn't have wetness sensitivity, use cloth to your advantage, because that is going to help them understand, connect mind to body, what their body is doing when they're going pee, when they're going poop. That is going to be really, really helpful, okay? Another thing, too, about potty training and using cloth is you already have the diapers. So it kind of takes some of the pressure off of potty training. Instead of forking out more and more money on more and more diapers, well, with cloth, you do an investment, a one-time investment, and that's going to carry you through. You might need to add some doublers and things like that to your stash, but it's not like buying boxes of disposables every month. So it kind of takes the pressure off of potty training, and I personally found potty training went much better when I was more relaxed and able to follow my children's lead on that. It worked a lot better for us. So that's another consideration for switching late in the game. Another one, too, is environmental impact. Even if you switch late in the game, every single diaper does make a difference. Now, this is not to make anyone feel bad about using disposables, but if you are using cloth, you can give yourself a pat on the back. Every diaper does really make a difference. Another thing, too, that people ask about is, well, what about recouping my costs? I maybe am going to be using these diapers for 10 months or a year. Well, first thing to consider, are you done having babies? Because you can, of course, use your diapers on future kids. So there's one. Get more bang from your buck there. Have more kids. Use your diapers more, right? It's not too late. Absolutely, Allison. So another thing, too, is that you can recoup some of the cost by reselling your diapers. There is definitely a market for used diapers. There are tons of buy-sell trade groups on Facebook. There are other places to sell online, so you can recoup some of your costs that way too. And then last but certainly not least, you can also take your used diapers and you can donate them to groups like nonprofits, like Jake's Diapers is a really fabulous one. And that is going to help families who are having a hard time buying diapers. You know, they have to choose between basic needs like housing and food and diapering their kids. Diaper need is a real thing. So being able to donate your cloth diapers to organizations like that really makes a difference. And also you can get a tax deduction for it too. So you definitely can recoup some of your investment. It does make a difference in terms of the environment. It will hopefully help you on your potty training journey, switching to cloth. And let me just tell you, what some Thirsties families have said. So this is from our Facebook page. This is Katie Thompson. She was saying, because I asked, did anyone start cloth diapering late in the game? Just tell me about your experience. And here's what Katie said. She said she started at 14 months. Her daughter developed an allergy to disposable diapers. We tried almost all brands that our local store carried with no help, so we switched to cloth. And that actually is a really, really common story. We had another one on Instagram. Her handle, Stop Counting My Kids, which I love that handle. But she said, my third kiddo was my first in cloth. He had so many health issues and allergies. And finally, at 14 months, his doctor said, switch to cloth diapers. That should solve a large portion of his skin issues, along with easing his other symptoms. Can we just pause right there? Let's give props to that doctor. Yes, and here's what happened. She says, bam, it worked like a charm. Helping kids and families with allergies is another thing that's really great about cloth, is that some kids just can't do disposables, right? Because they're allergic to them. Their skin just can't handle it. So, cloth. We're thankful for cloth, right? And then she said his 3 younger siblings were in cloth as soon as we got home from the hospital. And that's a really common story of having some kind of a skin issue, switching to cloth, and then these families are sold. So, let's see. Oh, someone's replying to someone about a question. So, is it worth switching to cloth late in the game? Yes. Let me give you a tip if you are building a stash. One thing to think about, I do recommend using either a size, depending on how big your kid is. Use a size 2 duo wrap. Notice that these have rise snaps in the front, so you can adjust how big this is. This fits kiddos approximately 18 to 40 pounds. And if you pair it with our duo hemp pre-folds, this is just a really effective diaper. It's very absorbent, and for older kiddos, you need something that is really, really absorbent, and this is great bang for your buck. Another thing too is if your kiddo is maybe a little late to potty train. Let's see, where's my size 3? Aha, here it is. You can then take these pre-folds, start doubling them up, and use, this is our size 3 duo wrap. Now notice I've got it snapped all the way down, okay? So here's that, and just to hold it up to our size 2. So snapped all the way in, our size 3 is similar to the larger end on our size 2, but watch this, guys. This diaper is a lifesaver, especially for families of special needs kids, because look, this fits kiddos like 60 plus pounds. There is lots of room for absorbency, which is why I would say you would want to maybe use 2 of these inside a size 3. And so, oh, you have a size 3 for your 3-year-old and he loves the prints. Jennifer, I'm really glad that you said that, because one of the things I forgot to say when talking about the environmental impact is one of the benefits of using cloth, especially with 2-year-olds and older, is that they are able to now start to understand what you're doing. And really, when you're using cloth with older kiddos, you're modeling for them a more sustainable lifestyle. And they get to kind of get in on it too, They can love all the prints and show, you can show them how you take care of them, how you wash them, reuse them. That really is not just an investment in cloth diapering. That is an investment in the planet, right? Because you're showing your kid how to go green. And that is, I mean, I don't want to get too sentimental about diapering, but that makes me almost like misty-die, thinking about it's not just about investing your money, but it's also investing your time in hopefully a greener future for our children. And that's a big deal. So that is what I have for you guys today on Thirsties Live. Hopefully you learned something. If you found this helpful, please share it. I'm going to repost this on YouTube for anyone who's not on Facebook. Tag a friend in the comments, especially if you have a friend who's maybe has a kiddo that's struggling with allergies. This switching to cloth could really be a huge help to those families. And next week, you're not going to see me on Thirsties Live. You are going to see our Director of Sales and Marketing, Mr. Dave Merrill, and he's going to go live from the warehouse because we've got a big regular lineup reveal coming next week. So hopefully you've been watching the hints about that on our Facebook page. If you're not in our cloth diaper support group, the Thirsties Groupies on Facebook, be sure to check that out because one, it's a great place to have cloth community, and that's really could make or break your cloth journey. Having good support from other people who have been there makes all the difference when you're switching to cloth. And two, you get some inside peeks if you are in the Thirsties Groupies. So it's very exciting. I can't wait till next week. Oh, well, hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us every Thursday afternoon on Thirsties Live. We will hopefully see you guys next week. Happy cloth diapering, and let us know if you have any questions. We are definitely here to help you on your cloth diapering journey. See ya!